Hey, Darian. Yeah, probably. Are you in the middle of ads? Oh. Thanks for stopping by. Stream only just started, so hopefully we'll get a couple more people, but I normally don't stream at this hour. This one's new for me. How are you doing this evening? I am gonna... Audio's good on that. I'm gonna turn the music down to my ears just a hair. I'm not shouting. I know my wife's gonna be going to bed soon enough. Alright, interior stuff. I started on this earlier today. This is what we've got so far for down here. I don't know if I'll be able to recreate something like that up here, though. I could do like an indentation here in the stairs. So what I'm going to do is we're going to grab a clone. We're going to grab this to here, and we're going to come up here. I'm going to grab up to there. Is that everything? That got me most of it. Go ahead and grab down to here then. And that one. That should be a good chunk. Bringing this out. Okay, so let's bring this out here. We can work on work on a couple of variants here. 2, 3. Okay, that should be enough to start off. Okay, so first things first, I'm thinking, because this is what we have. Oh, wait, no, I changed it in there, didn't I? All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab a copy of this as well, I suppose. Because I went ahead and changed that. We can use... Hold on. Grab you. I'm using a mod for these red bricks. Yes! So, this world is on a 1.20.1 world as I am. It is lightly modded. I have the create mod installed. I really want to do... I know there's a new thing with using redstone to make movement, but like I doubt you're gonna get a full rotating windmill and stuff like that. But also, I'm rebuilding World of Warcraft, like all of Azeroth here, and when it comes to the steampunk stuff, you just can't beat create. So all of these blocks, a lot of these blocks, this is all the crimsite from create, or at least most of the red. And then of course we've got because it's 1.20.1, I went ahead and I grabbed some blocks to or some mods that backport some stuff. Like my pale moss here, that's from a mod. I shouldn't actually have that. That shouldn't be real. The tough variants that we have here, that's all, well, except for this, that's create. The cut tough is create. For the tough, that's the backporting mod. But yeah, I think that's fine. We'll call it vanilla plus. Like I feel like the create mod is the closest thing to a vanilla plus while still being like definitely modded that there is. Like it still really fits the aesthetic of everything. You love the create mod? Awesome. Yeah, and I don't see a whole lot of people use it purely for, like, some definitely do. Like you'll see plenty of windmills. Kind of the big one is windmills, but I don't see too many people use the full like create mod like purely for aesthetic reasons. And I was like, why not try? Well, why not see what we can do? I'm gonna grab some of these stone brick stairs, and we're gonna go ahead and this is gonna be a pain. Alright, I won't be able to just do a replace with Axiom on this one. Just have to do this by hand, that's okay. Nope. I remember correctly though, Darian, you came here via Calvin's stream. I did see that he gave me a shout out. I have no idea why, but it was very kind of him. I didn't think I was in his stream at that time when he gave me the shout out. Alright, we're gonna grab this and this. Well, okay, let me check our reference image right quick. Let me grab. Give it a second. My reference images are Calvin recommended. Yeah, that sounds like him. Come on, Nas. Well, Nas has to wake up. That's where my reference images live. You can do it. Maybe. Please. Without crashing my game. It's stuck and I'm not responding. I'm just waiting for the bloody thing to load. There we go. Whoop. Rary! You know what? I forgot, maybe, that some of the Aussies could say hi. How are you doing, Rary? How is life down under? You were looking for a Minecraft building channel? That's it. That's me. And here's me trying to see if so we have like this, kinda. I don't think I'm gonna get the full X here. We might be able to do something like here in the corner. And we'll just do a different color here. So this one doesn't have the same kind of color as down there. You're good. Life is good. You're streaming a normal time for you. Oh. That's a good point. I streamed earlier today, and after about 2 hours, nobody stopped to say hi. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try at night. Because I've had other people in my community be like, oh yeah, I'm at work, or I'm just getting back from work when I'm streaming for a few hours. I had been streaming for a few hours. I know a lot of my friends are students, and usually they're at school when I start streaming. And I was like, why not at night? Also, it lets me do all my chores and everything in the day and not feel like I'm rushed. This is gonna be my end of the day activity. So I'm happy to know that it started off strong. You know, I'm gonna grab this as a timing is tricky. How am I? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So I started with this. This is Northshire Abbey. I don't know if I ever told you. I have a new project I'm working on. I'm going to be rebuilding World of Warcraft. Because I want to get better at building. You've seen my builds on the Artisan Collective, and I want to get better at it. There's a lot of like technical things that I want to get better at, such as coloring and shading. You can see I kind of tried it here with the tuff. And you can see I tried to do some forest lighting here. I got shading up in the roof as well, using like purple and everything for shadows. I think from a distance it looks pretty good. I could probably use a better color there, honestly, than the purple. But from the distance it looks not bad. If I use shaders, I think it looks even better. You like my English accent? Oh, I'm just American. I just don't have much of an accent. Look at that. But I picked World of Warcraft because I figured it's a world that I'm very familiar with. I'm comfortable with it. And it's got a little bit of everything from kind of cyberpunk. Not the modern cyberpunk, kind of cyberpunk, all the way to like traditional medieval. And I can touch on a ton of different palettes and designs and really push myself without having to worry about what am I going to build next. I can just kind of checklist whatever next build is and keep getting better. Can't wait to see. Yeah. Also, speaking of create, I've got the create mod. It is modded. You suspected you're from Brazil. Aha. Okay. Yeah, my accent's just very much create mod. My accent is very much just America. Just a general American. I don't think I have a regional dialect. At least if I do, I don't know what it is. Layer deep slate is actually kind of, it's pretty gray looking. Ooh. You know what I haven't done? And what we're going to do right now, while I'm thinking about it, we're going to do a box select. We're going to grab, let's say, yay wide. I'm going to grab right in the middle, and we're going to bring it right up here. Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clear that. We're going to do it over here. We're going to do this. I like it like that. And what we're going to do is operations. Oh, first off, confirm operations. 193 collisions. That's actually not that bad. I like doing my color fields really flat. Some people like to have them really wide so they can get up and down. D, thank you for the greens, Quack. How you doing? Quackbot making fun of sound alert. That shouldn't be a thing. I should have that whitelisted. I'm gonna have to remember to do that. Here's my color field. Look at all these grays. Tough makes sense. Pale moss. That's tough. That's tough. What are you? That's a blast furnace. I should have known that. I'm dumb. But look at these. Gray concrete powder makes sense. Deep slate. Cut deep slate bricks look so good. And that's a bit grayer. It's darker, but it's not as dark as like deep slate. Ooh. It's not as bright as some of the stuff over here. What are you? That's the cut andesite. I love the color field. Look at the color field. That's just art. And I love that it works so well with erase blocks I was using. It works so well with modded blocks, which I think is great. What's going on down here though? Yeah, it gets weird with some of this stuff, so we're gonna are those a mod? They are. Yes. Excellent. Now Quackbot's doing the right thing. Yeah, I have the create mod. So a lot of these blocks are modded in. Like fire coral, that's not modded. I should get JEI, but I don't want to. Or I have JEI. It's at about there's a mod that tells you like, oh, that's not perfect though. Why are these like hyper magenta colors? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I'm noticing all the pinks are kind of mixed in weird places. Because you would expect some of these pinks to be closer to the reds. Interesting. I wonder what makes that happen. Like, granted, these are modded blocks. I'm not angry about it. You're still getting a pretty good representation, but you would expect the pinks to be closer to the reds. For sure. Oh, another rack would have actually gone pretty good with that, looking at it. Because that's... Well, that's cut crimsite, but you know what I mean. And you got a lot of these, like the train bogies shouldn't be there. You need sleep now? Excellent, not a problem. I'm going to be here. I stream about 5 days a week. I think yesterday I took the day off because the buddy wanted to play Marvel Rivals with me. You have yourself a great sleep. Close enough. I might be missing 1 or 2 blocks, but I don't think that's gonna kill me. Whee. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have our stairs here. I think, you know, for the lighter parts here, we can do some of that. Limestone's pretty bright. I think this is the limestone. Yeah, that's pretty bright. But we might be on it with the andesite. So let's do some andesite. Specifically this haircut andesite. Do this and this. You see the Loba skin coming out? No. Oh, is it the 2-piece one? Honestly, that's tamer than anything happening in Rivals right now. Oh, right, and I was gonna grab this. Not you. not that. No, actually, other way around. I'm a goofball. Put that there, put that... Oh, no. I'm gonna get this right, don't worry. That there, there. Okay, I think that, and then... We keep it flat like this, or we do stairs like this. I think that might be the fix, or the pick. No! There we go. I gotta be careful because, like, since this is a modded block, I can't actually use the tinker tool from Axiom with it. So I do have to play... Why did I throw that? Okay. Why do I keep trying to strafe with my Q key? There we go. There we go. Not perfect, but I think that's about the closest I'm gonna get. I don't know if the shulker boxes are doing me any favors up there, though. The bare minimum, these. Quick, let's just see how this looks. Not that bad. Not that bad. From down here, you can't really tell that it's flush. I don't think that looks that. Actually, because it's darker, it doesn't even look like it's flush. What is gold? Thanks, Quackbot. You always know just the right thing to say. I think the cut bricks with that cut andesite is going to pair pretty well. If we make this, let's check out that deep slate block we saw. Polished. Right, because those are, that's not andesite, is it? Yeah, that's just stone brick stairs. Let's brighten this up with the cut andesite bricks instead. Ooh, that looks good. A For the full, like when we go to do the vineyard and everything, I'm definitely going to put in some windmills. Oh, that looks great with the deep slate, making it a little darker up there. But we're definitely gonna put like a windmill and stuff like that in the winery, so that people like when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, there's for sure this is modded. I think those colors are coming out really well. So what if I instead though do this as the andesite? And then these gray ones we're gonna do oh, I see. Yeah, I think this is a play. As I look from down here. No. Like this bit here should be more of a limestone, but I don't know what that would represent here. Like I don't know, because like obviously I can't get the windows up here. That's just not happening. So maybe that's just the closest we get to do it. We make this the limestone, and we can do the andesite. I guess bluesy vibes work. The shade darker. Okay. Reason for the change here. Oh, that's the stairs. Yeah. Let's do stairs. What I want to do is I want to grab these chiseled stone bricks. Let's see. Thank you so much for checking in. How you doing? Why don't you go ahead and get your quacks out of the way? Oh no. No, actually. Hi, how you doing? Doing good? Awesome. I'm happy to hear that. How was the Matrix? I didn't play it, but it looked like Ames and them all had a really fun time with it for sure. I'm gonna grab my stack tool. No, my smear tool. Here to here. You say, oh, I say, ooh. All right, put that there, there, there. No, 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 not this time. It really didn't look like my type of, my cup of tea. Which is okay. I still remember that stream. That was a fun stream to watch you and Jebek play. What am I doing? 1, 2. This. So, like that. And then probably. Well, good spook. I'm gonna kind of like try to dither this up. Since these two are both so similar in color. Yeah, I think messing this up with some andesite blocks helps tremendously. While keeping some of these, not the dark ones, but some of these like that right inside the corner. What do we think, chat? Is Maze cooking here? Does this look good without looking too busy? I mean, it is an abbey. It's supposed to look a little busy. I'm kind of just trying to play an homage to some of the colors that are here because I'm not gonna get all of this detail. Like I'm not gonna get that big ring or anything like that. And these windows, this balcony area right here. Let's see. If I do file, open reference image. That balcony is kind of supposed to look like this. I guess something we could do, like I have these stairs here, but we can remove that, and I could. What would I do? Up to wall. Whoops. Wall. the deep slate. That deep slate brick stairs and the deep slate brick stairs. It's not supposed to look like it's in disrepair, so I do want to be cautious with this. And not use it in too many places, but I want it to look... I want some texture on this. And with the non-modded blocks, I can do this. Whoops. There, and there. Can't do this with the modded ones, but that's okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Oh. I made those slabs instead. It's actually kind of nice. Very, very cool. Did I make a cave somewhere by accident? I think I did, because I just heard the cave sound. Ooh, actually, cut limestone stair. We do the cut limestone stair. Whoopsie! Oh. Oh, there is a way I could, I can fudge that a bit. Okay, that's good to know. So I can tweak modded blocks, but only if I, tweak it with an unmodded, and then I can do a type replace. That's very cool. That's very cool indeed. I am going to break that and replace it, but that is good knowledge to have in my pocket for future detailing needs. Like I can do it with unmodded like this with vanilla blocks, but any kind of modded, that includes my tough up and around here. Like my these are backwards compatible, not backwards. Rollback mods. Tough doesn't exist in 1.20.1, so I modded this in to get my tough blocks because I'm not building without tough ever again, ever. That's an interior wall, so I think that can be changed to whatever I want it to be. Some of that can be changed to whatever I want that to be. Okay, let's see. Let's just look at. Actually, I don't think that looks that bad or that off. Although the use of the limestone greatly brightened everything, so I do think I'm going to come down here. We're going to grab our stone bricks. I'm going to replace this with stone. With everything so much brighter, and then we can grab our deep slate for those top 3 right here. The cut deep slate. Oop. For these 3 here, I think they can just be that shade. Oh, having these intermediary shades is so good. Look at that. Okay, that is a little straight though, so no, now it just kind of looks nonsensical. I gotta run my ads in like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and run them now so I can take a quick restroom break. We'll be right back, friends. Yeah, Free Castman, thank you so much for stopping by. How are you doing today? Oh, kitten. Looking for. All right, chat. Getting back to work. Getting back to it. Boop. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh. Okay. I like that I was able to get it a little darker and then darker and darker. I think that worked out really well. It kind of matches what we got going on here. I guess we can try to figure something out for here. It's probably going to be in the limestone family. This. I think those are the only two I really am going to look at. Don't really need to hold. Do. Thanks, Quacked Bot. Bot's the best bot to ever bot. Bot up. I need that, but we can come back down here to our the deep slate, not the deep slate, the stone. Andesite, and I think that'll do it. Don't really have anything here though. Do that. What are we thinking, chat? Am I missing anything? To kind of, I'm not going for a block for block recreation, but to kind of just nail the spirit. I guess we can try to do something here to continue the idea that this is like a lip. Oop, pressed the wrong button twice. I don't know what exactly. Like, what if we tried... You know what? So, no, not you. I'd like to go, come down here. Let's get our stone brick stairs. We'll do this, and that. We can fake by using the tweak, and then we grab this to do that. Kinda looks terrible. Didn't come out how I was hoping it would at all. How to get that lip. We just have to be color, but I just don't know what to color. And we can always like shave away this. Let's come out here to our color field right quick. Let's look around limestone. What do we got nearby? Niels, you begged to come in here, you goofy kitten. What's our lime? Diorite would be real bright. Really bright. Especially considering that we're using limestone for all of this and for our pillars. Diorite would be very, very bright. Birch could... No, I would only be able to use like the birch plank stuff. I don't know if that would work. Hold on, 1 second, chat. Back my headphones. Alright. That's my cat who likes to hang out for like exactly 34 seconds and then leave me. Pink is too pink. Let's see what some of our diorites do. We have some modded diorite too. Maybe we'll find something. Let's see. We might have some modded diorite. We really don't, actually. Oh, we do. Okay. Maybe Maze be cooking. Give me a second. Maybe. Whoops. Fix that in a second. Polish diorite stairs and cut diorite stairs. Let's see what the polish looks like right quick. Versus the cut. Frankly, the polish looks better. Kind of caps this off real nice. Alright, I think that diorite actually worked out really well for me. And that way we can try to do a lip around here with just diorite. There's the polished, the cut. I think layered isn't going to be it. I think layered is going to be, will be it. Polish just kind of puts it on the corner. Cut does that. But layered gives it like right here on the bottom. I kind of like that. I dig that. Now, is there a way to force that? No, it doesn't look like. That's okay. Really? My cat's whining to get back in here. Does that give us our lip? Our lippy lip? As the Shadows Waltz. This is a weird song. I'm going to let it keep playing because I just can't be arsed to fix it right now. It does really brighten it, but it kind of gives me this, which is what I'm looking for. I don't think I can really change that. One thing I can do is this. So all these blocks are kind of more of this limestone-ish color. And then let it stay darker up here. And I'm probably going to darken these tippy corners right there in just a moment. Down here, let's andesite, stone, 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 cut deep slate. Thanks for reminding me it's my bedtime. Bone, you're not my mom. Oh, I'm a goofy goober. That's supposed to be stone on this here second one. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna make you dizzy, chat. It's okay. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, look at that. All right. I don't think that's too messy. I think everything kind of blends. It gets dark where it needs to be darker. It gets lighter where it needs to get lighter. I think we're making good use of our colors. I hope we are. But that is kind of like, because this is all this yellowish shade, and then you have back here is the stone colored, and you know. Yeah. What's next then? I kind of like this for our walls, and I think we're going to continue that along most of this here. Without overrunning this, which is going to be a thing. So the only other way I would do this lip is if I got like trapdoors here, but I wouldn't be able to do trapdoors on this. And even with like copycat panels, which are kind of half slabs, see, I can't put it there. I could only put it here. So I could do some shenanigans, but I can't do a corner one. So this be what it be, how it be. Well, kind of slightly darken here a little bit, just give the illusion of a bit more color. Or not a bit more color, but a bit more light. I think that kind of works out. If we wanted to smooth that even more though, what we could do, one of these would look better. Give that or that. Do this and keep it dark inside, like behind it like that. Technically, these pillars should go all the way down, but I think that's what this is doing. Mostly these are for show, and it's because like Minecraft shenanigans. Just to help keep it looking a bit nicer for the Minecraft aesthetic, because I don't think taking these away is the play. Oh, but I think that came out really not that bad. I think I got everything blending kind of good. I hope I did. I really like that I didn't have to worry about the big L shape that happens on these. Those are annoying. For the outdoor walls out here, this is going to be, I think I'm just going to have to eat it and laissez-faire, just let this be as it is. Since I didn't double wall this, and I'm not going to go through and double wall this, I don't think. Like, to double wall all of this would, I mean, it would eat up some space. I might be able to get away with it in these rooms. I don't know about in this room, especially since the way we made these doors are right up on it. I don't think I can get away with it in these rooms. And it is all kind of supposed to be stone, and like I could maybe hide it back here. Maybe, but doubtful. It would get real cramped real fast. And I really wouldn't want to have like I need at least one block here for the door. That's just gonna look really weird flushed. You look real gross flushed like that. Or maybe, probably it'll look real gross flushed like that. This is the war room. This needs to become a balcony. This down here is the library. This needs to become a balcony and an entrance into here. Again, that would be flushed. 1, 2, 3. And I got the doors are all matching though. The windows all match. Come down here to our little stone palette. You can see that you kind of have the pillars back here and this color back here as well. So I think we're just going to kind of recreate what we have going on here. Okay, so first things first, we come up the stairs. So Control C lets us maintain a consistent along the whole way. There, put this one here. Make sure I don't have any shots of white suddenly coming out the outside. 'Cause the outside is gonna be what's seen the most. I want that's the focus. Let's see. Do. Die right. That's cut, and this is polished. That's polished. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh, polished cut. Yeah, because I don't want that line there for this, or at least. Polish cut die, right? Okay. Polish die right, polish cut die right. And then just cut die right. I see the difference. There's a little bit more texture there, as opposed to this being a bit flatter. Oh, I see that connected texture there. That's kind of nice. Why is this 2 deep and this is 1 deep? What I'm going to do is we're going to grab this to here. Boop. Did I get that tied over here? Not really. I guess I'm kind of having to eat this. Okay. Oh, this would help. It's just because of this one piece. Okay. Let's see what I did. Okay. So now what we can do is this. I think we might like put like paintings or something right here. I don't really have anything else to put there. Pretty sure it's just kind of like an arch-y pattern back there, just some sort of pattern. But we can do paintings or something, kind of just keep the spirit of it without completely changing everything. Oh, that is just straight up double wide. Oh. As is this. Sort of. In some places. Okay, never mind. Mojang, like, why do you do this to your players? Why do you hate builders so much to keep making everything on doubles when everybody wants to build symmetrically, and Mojang's like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna do that. No, we're just gonna not do that because ha 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 ha. I guess weirdos. Okay. We're not gonna have that. What can I do? Let me see. Whoop. And now I'm just kind of trying to have a play with the shapes, see if there's something we can do here. Go away, Mr. Bug. Don't be on my monitor. Pretty sure I already broke a single pixel having to kill a bug on my monitor, and that's really upsetting to me. I don't ever want to go through that again. Really tempted to get real cheaty with the copycat panel right here. In 1 second, chat. I had to sneeze, and then that's when I learned that I've been freaking muted this whole time. Oh well. Live and learn, I suppose. Now what we do is... Nope. What we do is grab some of the cut tough and the cut tough bricks. Actually, come back down here. We don't need these, but that's where we bring our cut tough bricks. Dang it. And let's see, I need to extrude. Oops. I'm gonna try to, like, the idea with the cut tough here is to try to bring the colors for this a little bit closer to what the rest of the wall is. But some of it, I'm just gonna have to eat the fact that it's gonna look like that, and I guess that's kind of fine. I don't think I need to go crazy with every little detail. But I do want to grab these, and where was I? Up here. Okay, I'm liking that. Shakes it up a bit so it's not just a flat wall. Kind of having fun just playing around with stair shapes and seeing what we can do. Doubt this is gonna work, but yeah, I didn't think so. Grab some deep slate. Do dark shadows right there. Don't need it on that side, not this time. Yeah, I think that at least adds some interesting vibe. Grab it again. Okay. I didn't think I was gonna do it throughout the whole thing, but kind of what happened, and I'm vibing it. And I'm not gonna do it like throughout the whole entire abbey, but I think it adds some interesting noise while you're going up the stairs. Like you kind of see it, and then it's you see more and more of it. I think that adds some really interesting flavor for the stairs. Yeah, this is cool. Diet's cool. And then you get up to here, I'm gonna do a little podium, we're gonna have to do a little bell. I don't know how I'm gonna do the bell, but we'll have to figure it out. Maybe just with the bell, you can actually right click it. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. One, two, three. Actually, that's probably gonna look a lot better. Oh, having this like, having this like this one like little lightly darker shade, so good. I know I'm gonna need like a trap door. Just don't know which kind we're gonna want. I think iron's probably gonna be our play to get a railing. I think an iron trap door will be what we want. So let's go boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna go one higher or no. Boop. Expensive railings, I know. I'm gonna bring this all the way down. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. There's actually, I remember in the game, there's like a carving here, but that's not good. Hey chat, I'm a big dumb dummy who's dumb. Boop. I don't know why I'm pressing buttons randomly, like I don't know what I should be doing. I need to delete all of this. I'm pretty sure. Close window, file, open reference image. Oh. Oh, I see it. Never mind. Hold on. You'll see in a second. Chat. Soon as my reference image loads. For goodness sake, load up, dude. Waiting on my ass, waiting on my ass. Okay. Whoop. You see, this is the staircase, this is the place I'm building right there. I got confuzzled because I remember that there is a carving right next to the staircase. Here it is. We won't be doing that. It's a weird staircase. Like it's like right here. 2 blocks and then the staircase goes up. Clearly not gonna happen. So what we're gonna do instead, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna We're gonna. Well, we don't need that one. We don't need this. This will get pushed right up against. Right up against. 1, 2. Let's grab our cut deep slit again. I could have used a fancy Axiom tool and made that faster and easier for myself, and I didn't. Sometimes I'm just not very clever. Sometimes I'm very clever, and other times I'm just very much not. Boop. Okay. Now, let's grab our stone bricks, bring that across, and that across. That's good. With the andesite, just to liven some things up. Grab some of our andesite stairs right here in the center where people are most likely to be walking the most. Make it look like it's a little bit more worn down. I like that idea. I don't know if it comes across, but I'm hoping. And it's supposed to be like a stone railing. That's not going to happen. But we can do this. Like all these to be up, these to be down. I want a gray trapdoor, please. But this is the closest I'm going to be able to get, and that's okay. If I wanted to get real crazy with it, we actually kind of could by doing this. Changing this. That, this, and these two this, and then what we would do is so how the copycat panels work, and I don't think I'm going to actually headstock. How these work is you put the panel down, and then you just right click it. You can actually have panels like this, and really wild some things out. And there are some add-ons out there that add a lot more to this. I'm not going to really add them. I don't know how much I really want to play with these because, as you can see, it can get kind of cheaty and degenerate. And I kind of want to stray away from those, but we have them if we feel like we really need them. I do think this isn't going to be a good size for... Yeah, because Mojang is evil. I don't have another word for it. Pure evil. Look at this. 2x2. Like, why? Like we could do this. Thanks, bot. We could do this if we wanted. Just not quite the same, though. Might just keep it like that, though. Let the indentation be there. Whoopers. Whoopsies. Cool. Back and add in a bit more stone here so that blends just a little better. Nope, that's way too bright. I think for this, we're gonna go ahead and magic select this. We're gonna do a type replace. We'll go ahead and do the stone brick. I think around, we might just go ahead and do tried and true anvil. Ting, ting. Not really fun to hear that sound over and over again. What do you think? For the banister, we want an anvil. That doesn't quite fit the vibe here. But how about something a little simpler? What we can do is... Ooh, you know what we could do? And it allows us to bring that in. That's supposed to be like kind of like that limestone. Wall. Let's see, a wall. Calcite's going to be way too bright. But what if we do a limestone wall? Polished cut? Or the cut? What do these two look like? This one. That's the one for us. Wow. All the way down the corner. There. Look at me using the windows for markers to make my life just a hair easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, definitely. They'll call on that. Maybe way too bright, but on down to this corner and there. Time we do stack, because stack will overwrite this block there. do do. Do 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 do. Whoopsie. Go down here to a stone brick. Stairs, stairs, stairs. You know what else we can do is we can actually replace all of these with slabs. I think that would look best. Not even slabs. What if we did it down here like this? That's weird. Okay, slabs it is. Slabs it is. Yes. Actually, we're just gonna make those the andesite ones to boot. That brightens it just a little bit without completely going as bright as the limestone. I think this will fit in a bit better. In worst case, we just intermix it a little bit here and there. That be the play. That's the play right there. Look at that. Whoops. I didn't realize I was flying. I think 7 kind of nails it perfectly. Oh, actually, because of the small thing in there, let's do paste to copy. I'm going to use this. Oh, just dropping that as slabs worked really well. I think we're going to change this to trapdoors. Bruce. I don't know why I'm hated in this way. There we go. It's kind of just a big stone table, isn't it? I might keep this one wood though. I'm using a lot of stone and I'm kind of running out of colors for it. Like, geez. Okay. Okay. Our little war room's coming together. Might have to just hang some banners up here in place of... Can't really do weapons at this time, but you know. And as people go to like redeem banners and stuff like that, we can replace these. I think that's fine. We can replace the floor, of course, make that a bit more textured, kind of like what we did with the walls here. Probably a bit more of the limestone and the andesite and the blah, 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 blah. But how do we like this? How are we liking this? I think that came out really cool and really well. I think there's not a whole lot I can do with the walls and the interior. Like that could be changed. Technically, that should be like a big pillar coming in. By like a few blocks, we could add that. I think it might end right there or it goes up through it, and it's already a block wide, so I don't know what to do with that. I could bring it all out a block though. Not that. Do that, and then stairs, add in 3 minutes. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I can almost imagine now. The warrior trainer, the monk trainer, that's who sits here. That's cool. Okay. Do we got anything else? Technically, I think it's supposed to be like a pattern on this, but that's not going to happen. It's just not. Like, I could try something like that. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. I really am having a lot of fun just kind of seeing what we can do with stair blocks like this. I know it's not like survival friendly, but it's fun. And I find that to be important. I can't quite get all the way over to there, but what if I do it like this? How does it look? Right up against this pillar. Does it look like it's built in a bit better? I think if I do it this way instead. Ooh. I think that came out really good. So I can't accidentally fall in. Not like it's a big deal, it's just a step, but... Yo, I think that's pretty cool. Probably could have done that out there, but you know, I gotta get fancy with colors and shulkers. There's a shulker up there. Cool. Okay. Question is, how do we look with shaders on? Shaders kind of like resets my... It's so foggy. It's like early morning hours. Oh, that's dark. Dark. Yeah, I'm gonna need to add some torches and then maybe add some light blocks as well. Oh, wait. A lot of create stuff. Keep going up from the create stuff. I almost forgot our metals here. Loco metal. I'll have to check that out in just a second. I definitely forgot about that. Spawn eggs, all of our enchanting books, dyes, potions. I was supposed to have lights. Is that not a 1.21? Or is that only a 1.21 thing? Did that not exist? Imagining that that's possible. Okay. Maybe it just didn't exist in this version? Does it get the modded? Yeah, 1.17 is when lights were added. Why can't I see them? Should just be light. Am I... I hate that. I hate that a lot. Utilities. Functional blocks. Not it either. Redstone blocks. Saves hotbars. Creates building, pale garden. Steam and Rails, create. Bring to life, Steam and Rails. Those are my modded things. That's not it either. Huh. I guess I don't have a way to paint with light. That's really frustrating and annoying, and I really didn't think that was a thing. Alright, let's go ahead and get the rest of this into our bricks. Seems to be the texture we're going with the most. Swap those two. I think that'll look a bit better. Yes, that's 100% correct. Look at me being right. Cozy, comfy vibe. Going around. Let me check to see. Add a T because I missed some messages. Give me 1 second, guys. Needed to grab those right quick. And back I am. Back I am. Okay. Back to painting. Alright. I like the idea of it getting kind of darker up here, because that makes sense. Not that one. What kind of that one? Brightens again around here, and this is like something I just kind of been trying to practice with a lot more. I don't think that's it actually is seen from the outside, so I can't touch these. Outside comes first. That's our priority. My cat wasn't meowing at my door right now. Specifically my bedroom door, but my wife is sleeping. It's gonna get me in trouble. Like, it's cool to have like 6 colors, like a ton of colors, but you don't want to go overboard. It's very easy to just end up making it look messy, and I don't always do that like find that balance well. So whereas I do want to do a good job painting here, and I want to try to make sure we get some shadows and stuff like that. I also want to make sure it's not messy. My cat's annoying. Oh, my water bottle's heavy. Hi D, thanks for the redeemed hydrate. I don't know why they didn't go through the thing, my sound alerts. Good timing, I just grabbed this. A half gallon, and I'm trying to make sure I kill it once a day. I can get back into drinking water again, like like someone who wants to survive tries to. It is large. It is, yeah. I know. I know. I don't even have a "that's what she said" joke. It flat out. That's a fact. See, right now it looks real messy, but when we do this, it actually looks really cool. Looks kind of dark. How's your night going on, D? Cat, shut up. Thanks, Quackbot. Preesh. I think that's just in the corners, I think. I think having it in the middle of the walls, the bat is the wrong call, but in the corners and like down here, not getting too much darker than anything else is a good idea. Bubba. Hold on 1 second. And I'm back. And I'm back. About to start some Apex, just finished the Otter game with Kid. Ooh, I don't know what the Otter game is, but I did see that you're in VC with Kit, so I figured you're about to start some Apex. I don't know if you're streaming or not, but good luck. Have fun. You should play some more Rivals. Kit should play some more Rivals. You should both play Rivals. I'm trying to get a stack started. We don't have a lot of friends to play. Okay, I think this came along really nice. I do have the limestone in here. That is very bright, whereas like I don't know what else like it would be a lot brighter, and part of me is really tempted to use some of the copycat panels along the walls here. Nope, I wanted to turn you off. Yeah, that's gonna be way too bright. I really don't want to get into the habit of using all the copycat panels. Maybe the birch trap doors can get us kind of close. No, that's just a weird look for in here. I might have to figure something out for the ceiling in there, but that's a weird look. Wrong button. Right button this time. I don't know where my light blocks went though. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Minecraft. Seriously, am I just goofy? I thought there would be... I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. File, open a reference image. I want to see one of the doors for the interior here. Do I have one that shows a door? I don't think it's really anything special. There's one. Bro. Not me having to wait. I think it's still have the downtime at night, so usually it just kind of turns itself off. Waiting for Minecraft to load. I'm just gonna sit here and cry. Load. Ah, there it is. A little thing right in the center. Yeah. There's like a little hint of a railing, but I don't think anything's gonna come of that. What if we do something like stone? Yo, the dripstone blocks from the create mod is actually really nice, and I love them so much. Okay. What if instead we do this? And I'm back. Sorry about that sudden leave. Ooh, hiccup. I haven't been recording a single minute of this build session tonight. I'm not good at this, am I? Alright, let's get back to painting these walls. I have to figure out what's going on with my missing light sources later. See if it's like if that was part of an addition made to a later version or something? I'm not sure. I could have sworn I would have had light blocks though. Ooh, I think that's better for a darker shadow, actually. Oh, that's way better. Heck yeah. Okay, that worked out. Heck yeah. Might I even say heckers? Hey, you boys, please lay down. My pets are not used to me streaming at this hour, and it shows. They are wilding out. They don't know what to make of it. Unless think I'm crazy to even be considering being awake at this hour. Cooper, my bestie, lay down, bud. It ain't the end of the world that I'm awake and streaming. I think that tough in here is also helping with bringing in more of the, well, the regular tough that's here as well. Yeah, I think that's helping blend that all a lot better. So many good blocks. This is actually making my job a lot easier than if it was pure vanilla. I know I'm using a lot of modded blocks. That's okay. I think the concepts will always like carry over anyways. Don't think this is gonna look as good like that. Hey, I was 100% right, wasn't I? Ugh. Ugh. Beep. The walls in here? Is that too messy? Is it too much? Or does it kind of just blend in with the exterior wall, which is kind of what I'm hoping for. And I think it's that. I think it's blending with the exterior wall pretty well. Those shadows, the tough for the shadows up there came out really well. Cooper, lay down. Lord, me talking is not that strange. I don't know why you guys are wild and out. I'm not opening that door again. She's sleeping and she'll get angry and kill me. It keeps getting opened. No. The answer of the day is no. The wild little dogs. I hope it's not too messy. That's like my big hope. But like, I think from a distance, especially from a distance, this looks great. Because it's kind of like where you're really gonna, you know, you come up. You're not gonna be like inspecting every single block. In the interior, it's a lot harder though. I don't think it comes out too messy, especially in here. I think that blends really well. Like you can see that there's, it adds, it doesn't, it just makes it not look flat because of the blending. In here, it's a little different, but I don't think I did a bad job. I'm gonna come back in like 6 months and be like, man, this thing looks like garbage. Not quite sure what I want to do with the floor yet though, because it's not like we have a lot of variety of like, well, I say that, hold on. We do have the stone, obviously, but we also have deep slate. Andesite. Cut tough. That limestone's real bright, but you know, we've got it. What we can do, so watch this. I'm gonna do something kind of cool. I'm gonna close that for a second. I'm gonna take my magic select tool. We're gonna do block, but we're also gonna do, what's this? So we just grabbed this one layer of stone at the bottom. And then we're gonna use our noise painter. Stone. Cut tough. Cut andesite. And the cut deep slate. How does that look from in here? Terrible. That looks awful. So instead, we're not going to do this. We're going to do, let's see, simplex. Ladder? No. White. I think we're going to bring this up to 50. No. Let's go through with the Axiom. Yes, I agree. I think this is coming along pretty good. I think I'm going to replace some of this tough, and instead we're going to put some of it here. And I'm going to cut deep slate in these deeper corners. Just kind of like be smarter with where we're going to put it, but this gives us a basis. The andesite, it makes sense that the andesite's kind of like the more walked in, worn down spots. Yeah, because we're going to have some shelves here. So maybe we do some extra tough there. So it's not as walked down where the shelves are. A little bit of deep slate here along the edges. I'm gonna come in and clean that up a little bit more. Dude, Cooper, shut up. These extra blocks are just goated. Cooper. I don't want to just be sitting here yelling at my dog into chat's ears, bud. Come on. Yeah, I think this was definitely the ticket. Especially just like walking through. We're gonna put up some shelves and things, so that'll help darken some stuff up too. And it was so quick. Yeah, and I think keeping this all flat, whereas this is all the carved stone, and this is all just andesite, that's fine, is really working out. All right, chat, give me 1 second, because my dog is like really close to barking, and if he wakes up my wife, I'm in a lot of trouble. So I'm gonna let my pups back in the bedroom. Hopefully they just freaking stay. I don't know what's going on with them. I'm back, and I've shut all the doors, and hopefully my wife's not going to freaking wake up and kill me. Hopefully all my animals decide to, you know, behave. Oddly enough, who would have thought that they're capable of that? I need to look at my stairs situation. Yeah, you're right. Discord's goated. Yeah. Get to that wall in just a second. Oh. Go ahead and knock out this wall right quick. We're just gonna kind of keep coloring all this in. Replace tool is one of my favorites. Kind of do what we did over there. Darker colors here. Cut tough to kind of blend that out. Do it like this, cut tough here. Whoop, I did it again. What do we think? Yeah, I think that works out. Right, because of that right there, that's fine. Oop. Alright, we're gonna magic select again, clear this, but this time it's gonna be this entire angle. Noise painter. Back up to where we had our floor. Cool. All right. I keep painting up the wall here. We'll go ahead and make all of this stone brick. Same here. Let's see. Can't really get up into the corners like we did previously. Yeah. Can't really get up into the corners. As such, like, we'll have to figure something out. Like, a lot of this is probably gonna get, you know, covered up. I don't know how we're gonna do like wooden trusses around here for the roof. I don't yet know what I'm gonna do there. Not really a clue. I'm gonna paint this wall though. Can do it right there though, our little trick to lighten things up. Stone. No, because that's just one block for the door. That's not going to work out too well. Glenn, how you doing? I can't say it's going bad. Recreating this abbey from World of Warcraft, and I think it's coming along pretty nice. It's definitely like, it's been a nice challenge to really dig into like the details and everything. And we're just kind of knocking out the interior right now. This is how it looks. I need to find out why I don't have light blocks. If that was like an older, like a newer-ish version than what I'm playing on or not. But right now, it's, if I'm not playing with full brightness on, it's dark in here. It's dark. But through the windows though, ooh, that is super nice. I just need to get some light blocks in here and really take it up that extra level. Finding them frogs hair, saw me live. Yeah, I'm toying around with streaming at later hours. A lot of the people that I tend to hang out with, you know, they would enter stream, come into stream at like just as they were getting off work or something, and I had been streaming for like 3 or 4 hours by that time. I thought, why not see what happens if I'm streaming a little later in the night? See if I can't hang out with people. That's not going to work out. Let's see in here though. Whew. Downside is I'm not quite prepared for it. I'm a little tired, but other than that, I'm great. We've made a lot of good progress. Like all the interior stuff's been today. Like I did all of this and everything in the last few hours. I think this came out really well. I'm really hoping it's not too messy. did like 4 different colors, but I'm kind of hoping it's not too messy. This is what I'm kind of on the, this limestone is what I'm on the fence about. But it does kind of match the pictures, our reference images. Even if it does kind of stick out a lot, it does match the reference images to the best that I could. Grab our iron trap door. Just like we did over there, I want to make it look like this is the more worn out area. Kind of like what we have going on here, where like where you're walking seems to be the most worn out. I think that makes a lot of sense. Nice, looking good. Awesome. Thank you for telling me that. The whole project is for me to get better. That's like the goal. So we'll keep fiddling away until it's like real good. So I'm able to come back to this a few months later and be like, yeah, I'm super happy with that. Alright, keep adding that, and then these colored. And then our stone bricks right there. We're gonna make sure to get at least 1 or 2 of these andesite ones there. Then down here, we're gonna do our cut deep slate, just like we did boop, on the other side. We'll do this little like nook in here because we can. Why not? Just like that. And we'll put a wall right there for no reason other than why not. And a deep slate block right there to darken that up. Yeah. Do the exact same thing on this side, but flipped around. So boop, boop. Perfect. A wall, break, and I need a nice dark block to go right there. Oh, actually, I'm a goofball. Yes, that's supposed to be cut. Did I do cut on this side? Everything but that. There we go. Cut deep slate here. Just like that. So you can still walk in underneath here, and that's going to look good. On this side, that's perfect the way it is. Yeah. I think that looks like a staircase you'd expect instead of a library. We don't have the shelves up yet, but we'll get there. That's just going to be bookshelves we've tossed up there for, you know. Let's see. If I do... Clear my selection so I can see. Open reference images. I have reference images of the library, so let's pull that out. Pretty sure the balcony is supposed to look near identical to the boop, boop, boop. Give it 200 minutes for me to load this up because it's a goober. Please, please, please. I'm waiting for my NAS to boot up. Sad day. There it is. Found it. Whoop. Yeah. Pretty much identical to what we did over here. Whoop. Which was all cut limestone, this, and the stairs. Yeah, I'm not a fully sold on this, but like it is as close to the little like. Oop. I do, but I just had an idea and you there. Back over here, I think that's a play. Maze Riel, you are a genius. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm liking this a lot. There we go. I think that gets us closer to what we had in our reference images by a lot. I'm happy I had this little, like, you know, spark of an idea. Wow. Yo, am I possibly the greatest builder to have ever lived? Maybe. That's how you do a right and proper balcony. Yeah, you see, like, this is what I'm trying to replicate, and I think this gets me a lot closer to that. That was the play, for sure, for sure, for sure. And it still looks good. Yee. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna bring that all the way over there. And to there. Okay. The only downside is it's such a stark drop right here, but like I don't have a good solution to that. I really don't. Gonna have to kind of live with it. In here is slabs. Should I go through and slab all of this? No, because that would be boring. Okay. Bookshelf, we got the chiseled bookshelf with book and quill. And that's literally all of it. Nothing too fancy schmancy. No, I updated my wall blocks. I'm gonna fix that later. That sucks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, I don't know why I keep like starting the Indiana Jones theme song in my brain, but I guess that's the world I live in. Of course, a lot of them would be my modded blocks. Boop, boop. So what I gotta do is this. I'm gonna update these, so I'm gonna do this. 2, 3, and then what I can do is replace these two. That's probably gonna get updated again when I added trapdoors or anything like that. I could have waited, but that's fine. So far, it's okay. is take this, move it a block, take this, move it a block, and the reason being is so we can do our trapdoors here. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. Instead of that there, I'm gonna do a spruce ladder. Not ladder, stairs. I said spruce. Here's bookshelf. Betcha a slab will look better up top. Yep, I was right. When I'm right, I'm right. I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. That's a piston. So how about we do oak? Oh, because the oak door has windows on it. We can do though. I think mechanical piston will look a little bit better. Put that there. Right, because I can't. We're gonna do that, then just grab a regular piston, I guess. That's fine. I have some ideas for that. But instead of this, we do this, we do this. Saw this oak window here. That looks like something you would see in a weird, mysterious library, I guess. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, we're gonna grab this. We're gonna hope nobody notices I'm just stealing and copy pasting. Three. Now here's the really big brain play. Wow. Never mind, they now work out as I was hoping. Like that. This gives it a slightly variant texture there, I guess. Bookshelves. Cool. Alright, we got our bookshelves there. Literally what I was trying to do, buddy. So now else we can do is a little trick I picked up elsewhere by putting a loom in there. I'll also just put one of these straight up in here backwards. Swap these two. Do that. That look good because it kind of looks like drawers. Or like it's an empty shelf almost. Just add a bit more than just a wall of the exact same bookshelf texture over and over again. Oop. This one just to shake things up. This is about the extent of my furniture making skills in this game, though. I am not the best at it. I don't hate that, though. Just make it consistent. Gotta be a big table in there, and another big table up here. A couple of big tables up there. I kind of really like this. That came out cool. I need to be able to shove something in there. I just don't know what it's gonna be yet. But we do have like Angel and Force Place. Oh, I'm a dummy. I could have just done that. I don't know. What if we do like just candles for no reason? Okay, I can't just force place on like that. Hold on. Okay. Well, that did not work out. Oh well. Oh, what I would put in there. But that's something for now. I guess we just keep it mysterious. Ooh, I did just realize that I am cutting into this, into this. Where's my walls? So let me grab 1, 2, 3. That gonna work out. Okay, okay. Now all we gotta do is close the gap. Okay, that works out. I don't even think most people even notice that I had to do that. I don't need it. Ooh. I think this is all coming along really nicely. I am super pleased. Do still have to do the thing up here and make this into a proper belfry. Still don't know how I'm going to do that. We'll have to figure that out. But you walk in, it looks like a place that's kind of been walked around and lived in. I do know some of the interior walls were a little weird, but there's only so much I can do in regards to that because of the exterior needing to take precedent. Because you're going to be spending a lot more time looking at the exterior of these than you would the interior. But I did want to challenge myself to properly do... I'm not going to keep that wool there. That's good shading right there. I wanted to challenge myself to keep to do interiors, because usually they're kind of forgotten about. I know I usually try to ignore them, but if I can force myself to actually make use of them, then I can do like an armor stand over there. I got the armor stand mod. Yeah, this is all coming along. It's all going along. You need to figure out the light blocks, and that'll look good. I have these all on 3s, but I could push it to 2, and I think that would look just fine, like it does over here. That actually doesn't look bad. I want to see. Right, I'm going to keep that wall there too. Need to put tables with little lanterns and sconces. Like if I do a lantern, I can force place that, but what do I hang you off of? Thinking, what kind of block would go good with lanterns? That lantern reminds me, this is an abbey, and there's actually not a... I don't believe there is a single place for worship in the whole thing, which is interesting. I hope that's okay. I hope this looks good. Let's see, do another... Right? At least that's a bit more light here and there. Oh, those reflections look good. Ooh, those reflections look good. I love shaders. I love shaders. And I'm using the Euphoria shaders while we're getting these bits of blue from the glass. The Euphoria mod pack on top of the shaders. Ooh, so good. It's good. I do need to do like a statue scene right here. I know that. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. If I'm going to be able to do it yet. That's probably going to be an armor stand thing. I just don't know how to do... I don't know what happened to my light blocks. I don't know if I can do invisible lights, which I kind of really want to do. You know, I got to find out how to figure that out. I got to figure out how to get those. Okay. Turn those off for now. Like Minecrafty, but I like the idea that we were able to keep everything at the same height. This all works for me. I like it very, very much. I like it very, very much. I think this exterior came out really, really well. I think I'm getting kind of tired though, which is why I've kind of been hopping around and running out of ideas. I think this wall came out really cool. I think it was a good way to do this and like keep everything kind of interesting and avoid it looking too flat. Also with all the other colors. I think we've been doing a good job with the shading in here. And I think when the shaders are on, yeah, I think everything blends really, really well. And even without, I don't think that's too much. I'm hoping it doesn't come off as too much. Of course, I've been looking at it a long time, so I'm going to keep like second guessing it. But continuing on over here, we got the library, about as big as it is in game. I was hoping to be able to put more shelves. I might do away with this double thing, like move this shelf. Like if we just took this one and moved it like that, took this one and moved it like that. At least this way we get like more shelves. I was worried about the back of these, but who cares? Who cares? Really? Not a big deal. Like I got just a few more shelves, so it looks like there's more books here. That's good. And then of course, like this bookshelf here, I gotta I don't know. Let's grab you again. Oh, that's weird. Equally weird. Oop. Better. And better. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there. I know nobody I know is streaming right now, but I hope this was a better time for some people. At least I got some people hanging out and saying howdy. That was cool. Oh, for anyone lurking, thank you so much for doing so. For everyone else, I'm going to see you in the next one. Probably tomorrow. I don't know what time it's going to be, though. But, as always, have a great night, and